Hey guys, another video. I'm just going to do a short one, which is going to be part 2 of the trolley build. So today I'm looking at individual blocks to lift each wheel up higher in the air. So currently we're looking at about 30 centimeters off the ground, just sitting on the trolley alone. And I'm actually going to be making blocks out of timber that are going to lift each wheel another 20, almost 23 centimeters. So we're looking at close to half a meter up in the air once I'm finished. So I've got all this timber, I'm going to be cutting it all up and then screwing it and gluing it together. So I will show you the process as I go. I got the saw set up, which I've borrowed off my mate. I'm using the bender as a stop so I can just make all my cuts the same length without having to measure each time. And I'm just getting started. All the timber is cut up, so that was pretty quick with the drop saw. Now it's time to start assembling. Assembly has started, so these are basically called wheel cribs. So you'll see people using these to put their car straight up in the air under the tyres. So nothing new here. The only difference for me is that mine are going to be sitting on top of my trolley instead of onto the ground, so there's a bit of an extra step so they can't slip off the trolley. Obviously they can't just sit straight on top, they need to kind of lock in to each hole that the wheel's sitting in. So that's why I've got these extra pieces here, and then these ones will actually go on the very bottom, and then they're sort of locked in place inside the trolley. But I'll show that more when I'm putting it together. I've just taken a wheel off. I've got the couple of blocks of wood under the front cross member, so that's holding the car up now. So I wanted to quickly show how this thing locks in. So I've got those two bits on the bottom, the shortest pieces here. So these are actually screwed from the bottom and also back from the top and the other way, so 4 screws in each. So that's just going to lock into the hole. Bit hard to do it one-handed, but yeah. So that can't go anywhere. For the assembly, it's going together pretty quickly. So I'm just using a bit of this glue first, and I've got a drill set up and a driver set up and a bunch of screws. So a bit of glue, stick it on, 2 screws in each. So the first one's going to take the longest, and then copying it 3 more times shouldn't take too long. I've just finished assembling the first block, so I'm going to show you how it looks with the wheel in place. So you can see the wheel sits, some of the weight goes through the middle, some on the edge, and I've got extra blocks reinforcing it where it counts. Definitely should be capable of holding the weight. Now it's just a matter of putting together another 3 more. So I've got all 4 blocks finished now, and I'm going to try and get them under each of the wheels on the car. So I'll put it on a time lapse for that. Well, the car is up in the air. Everything is looking really good. I can't believe how high up it is. It's going to be awesome now to work on. So much easier. Now, in terms of getting it up onto the blocks, it was actually quite challenging, but only because I didn't really take the time to make a proper attachment for my floor jack. So just to quickly show you what I'm talking about. So on your floor jack, you can obviously, you've got these pieces here that slots in. Now I should have made something that would give me more lift but was also safe and had no chance of slipping, because I just used bits of wood like that. It was a bit dangerous, to be honest. I mean, nothing went too bad. I actually had one block under the wheel, and as I was getting ready to put the second block, the jack actually slipped a bit and then it fell. But because one block was there, it didn't really fall far, so it wasn't anything too bad. But you know, in hindsight, it was a bit sketchy to do it that way. In terms of height, yeah, it's going to be so much easier to work on. Like, the top of this fender here is like almost up near my chest now, so when I start making these composite panels and everything, I won't have to bend my back the whole time. I'll be able to stand there and I'll be able to move the car around the garage at the end of the day when I'm finished working on it, and park my normal car in here so it's not taking up the whole garage. Another thing that I wanted to talk about too with this design is you can see I've got like almost like a bit of a shelf here, so I'll actually be able to build little frames off that are going to be ground height, and I'll be able to, when I'm say like working on the aerodynamics or doing like side skirts and things, I'll be able to reference the ground height while it's still up on the jack, so that'll be really good. But yeah, overall I'm super happy with this. Has been a lot of time and I guess a bit of money to build, but probably only a third of the price of I guess one of those scissor jacks, the hydraulic ones, is probably what I spent. So pretty decent saving. It's really cost me a fair bit of time, but not a lot of money, and I like building things if I can to save money, so that's just how I am. So anyway, just a quick video on how I got the car a little bit higher up using some wheel cribs, and the next video we'll definitely be working on the car, not the trolley. So stay tuned and thanks for watching.